Apologies for the nasal stuff. Oh, there's a moth. Go away. Yes, a moth. That explains all the holes in my jokes. Hello, and welcome to yet another in the treasure trove, or should I say, treasure trove, of bad 7-inch single picture sleeves. Now, it only occurred to me until after I did the previous one that I was picking on the girls, or females, or whatever, and I thought, oh, it didn't occur to me. So I thought, well, I'd better make it the fella's turn, hadn't I? So this is it. This is now me picking on the guys. So what should begin first? How about something kind of bland? We have Paul Nicholas. Who's Paul Nicholas, do you ask? I've got no idea. Who is Paul Nicholas? He was on the RSO label. The unfortunate thing about this is the A and the B side. So the A side is doing it, and the B side, only for a minute. Maybe getting dressed is what he means. Looking at that, I suspect it probably did take him a minute. Throws on the jacket, the bowler hat that clearly is too small. Well, there we go. Paul Nicholas. Whoever Paul Nicholas is. But whoever he is, or whoever he was, he shared the same label as the Bee Gees. That's about it. I could argue that his chest is the complete opposite of the Bee Gees. That was from about 1977, so I'm kind of going through a few eras here. So it's going to be 70s and 80s. Now, the next one is also fairly innocuous, and there was a reason why I included this one. Fergal Sharkey, or Fergal Sharkey, a good heart. Because a good heart these days is hard to find. Now, the reason why I wanted to include this is because I remember reading in an issue of Smash Hits back in the day, where Pete Burns turned around and said that Fergal has a chin like an ironing board. So break out your whites. Yes, a good chin these days is hard to find. Well, unless you look in the phone book. Now, the 80s produced some interesting things. Now, I don't have Sig Sig Sputnik, but I do have the next worst thing, best thing. Doctor and the Medics. He must have thought of himself as a unicorn or something. My understanding is that hair was real too. Makes you wonder what he's doing now, doesn't it? Maybe he rents himself out for people who are too cheap to hire the bulls for when people want to go bull riding. He can honestly hire himself out as the bucking doctor. So that's Spirit in the Sky. They actually did a cover version of Waterloo too. How dare they, eh? But look at the B-side. Yuck! That just looks like a mess. There he is, and there's... Oh, look, that shows that someone can play a chord. Yeah, Discord. Well, at least Discord has disco in it. Sort of. Wrong era, though. But speaking of disco, well, look what I have next. This is just purely bizarre. Eruption. Here we have a one-way ticket. That looks like the fear of it being a one-way ticket, that's for sure. By the same crowd that did Boney M. You can kind of tell, can't you? The guy there being a bit inspired by Elton John, by the looks of things. Hanna-Barbera version of Elton John. In fact, let's have a look at it like it is a cartoon by Hanna-Barbera. There we go. Good. Let's return to our normal picture. Why do I have visions of that photo shoot going incredibly wrong? And maybe that photo was taken right in the midst of it. One way ticket. Never knew if it was blues or moon. How about a bluesy moon? A blue moon. Do, 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 do. Oh, wrong song. Yeah. Now, in the previous video, I actually made mention of the fact that in the 80s, with all the hairspray and stuff like that, who's to say that some of that didn't contribute to global warming? Case in point, pseudo echo or pseudo echo or something like that. And don't go, which these days could refer to the planet, really, couldn't it? But there you are, you've got all the hairspray and the root perms and more hairspray. It's amazing they could hold their heads up. Yeah, you wouldn't want them to get too close together, would you? All that static electricity, their hair would intertwine, and they'd look like some weird four-faced creature. Would be a case of don't go would be kind of prophetic, wouldn't it? Don't go, otherwise I'll... Ah, there's a ball patch. Yeah, you look at that and the contemporaries like Duran Duran and artists like that, and yeah, you really got to wonder. There's a fair bit of aerosol going on there. And I do know that aerosol sounds like something else. Now, the last two are kind of, well, in a way, they're kind of frightening. So, be prepared for a bit of, oh, Twisted Sister. Oh, hang on, I got that a bit wrong. A bit of Dee Snider. I don't have the hair or the makeup, but I'm glad I don't, because I don't think I could look too good. Then again, I could try and doctor a photo of myself up. My teeth hurt now. Oh dear. Yep. Good old Dee Snider. Actually, the moths that were around before got to his shirt by the looks of it. Looks like they kind of went to the Madame Tussauds school of makeup, doesn't it? I just realised. Perhaps, perhaps Dee Snider got his inspiration from Paul Nicholas. Well, sort of. Paul's there looking zany, and Dee is just looking scary. Maybe not. But last but not least, this one's probably more kind of disturbing. So it sort of gets into sort of weird 7-inch single covers. And I got to admit, when I first saw this, I'm like, what on earth was Paul McCartney thinking? Oh, he's had enough. That's what he was thinking. But that's a horrible cover. Maybe he was inspired by a B-grade horror movie. The worst part is that it isn't even in colour, so you don't even know what colour those eyes are. They could be blue. But one thing's for sure, they obviously don't like spaghetti. Maybe that's not spaghetti at all, but all the veins connected to all those eyes. Yeah, maybe I've had enough spaghetti. I've had enough spaghetti. EYE apostrophe VE. Actually, said like that, it would be Ivy had enough. And the thing is that they're all right eyes. Eyes right, eh? Oh, eyes right. Anyway, that's the end of that one. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And there's always going to be some more things of me going through some silly stuff like that, if I can find them in the record collection. And I should really go through my albums and see what I've got in there. I'm sure there'd be at least one or two shockers. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that, and if you did, please do all the likes and subscribes and the bells and the whistles and all of that sort of stuff. And hopefully, oh wait up, I better do my hair sort of pseudo echoey. Hang on a second. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and if you did, hang on, wait up. Does it really kind of? Oh well, I tried. That's in order to do that, I'd need half a ton of product. Oh well, it sort of made the, well, I did the pseudo part. As far as the echo, oh hang on, I'll do the echo now. Echo! There we go. All good. Alright, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please take care of yourself and do the bells and the whistles and the likes and subscribes and all of that sort of stuff. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Alright, please take care now. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.